Or so come takes invest. We're talking about investing, finance, and professional development for today's systems only. The investment we're going to talk today will be Ethereum ETH. It's my second posting of today. Respect to recording time of 3:24 p.m. on the Eastern time. Ethereum currently $4,668, down about 1.15% so far. On the overall crypto market, I would say selectively, we relatively lean more of a flat to a more of a bearish sentiment across the market today. Beside Algorand, which is currently up about 12.29% so far, which is obviously due to its specific micro-driven catalyst. But on the overall crypto market, the leading coins, Bitcoin's down about 1.19%, while Ethereum's kind of down comparable to that in a percentage perspective. While on the equity side, we're seeing more of a flat day again today, right? More of a type of a normalization day with the reversal that we've had from the CPI report release that we've had earlier this week, right? Obviously, the report came out to be more of an inflationary pressure side of the spectrum, which subsequently drives some sell-off on top of the anticipated pressure that we've had before the report came out. And as the report came out, it was a lot, I would say, worse than expected, 6.2%, which is a record low or record high in that perspective in the last 30 years, right? Which with that subsequently drive the sell-off across the equity market because the price to incur or to purchase consumer goods is 6.2% higher, which subsequently can translate into left of the incentive for consumers to be purchasing in the same comparable manner that they were before. While the wages, despite spiked a little bit, kind of increased just slightly, right? As we look at the CPI report, that it doesn't match up nicely, right? There's a lack of correlation that when you see that type of purchasing versus supply dynamic imbalance, subsequently drives some sell-off. And as we saw the normalization in the subsequent days afterwards, we see some more reversing or anti-collision effect between equity market and the crypto market, which is the reason that is translating into the current level that we're at right now, but also because the technical has been stretching up for some time now. So this is basically technical coming true slowly. And as we saw that death cross for the selective coins that we've mentioned earlier today, let's just take a look at the news real quick before we go through more of a deep dive on the technicals. So the first one's on Ethereum news. Respect to CNBC, talk about how an experimenting with the Ethereum dapps got this one person $15,000 for free, while others got $84,000 for free. So it seems like this is like a free trial, some sort of like early adopter benefits that this app called the Ethereum dapps is it's kind of like how would you say, a test trial that they're offering to some of the early users, and by these users providing feedback at the same time, some sort of like constructive criticism onto the current platform. In return, the platform called dapps, again, right, will incentivize or rewards in more like a lottery basis, not like a complete just like free giveaway basis, anywhere from like $15,000 as a return of benefits to 84,000. That some people have actually gotten from this perk on this early adoption. So I don't really know much about it, and I was reading into it. It seems like this is just more like a free trial, like a test sample that they're offering to a selective adopters, and these adopters got lucky on winning their rewards, obviously, right? And then the next one is on Decrypt about 2 hours ago, about New England Patriots signs with Ethereum fan token platform Socios. So this is basically talking about with respect to the NFL team, right? The New England Patriots. They are adopting this Ethereum fan tokens called Socios, and with that, subsequently translate more adoption and more utilization for this platform that is stemmed from the Ethereum proposition, right, via fan tokens. So something we appreciate. It seems like more and more NFL's teams or clubs are adopting, but not for all clubs, right? I know some football players in the NFL are choosing the options to get compensated via Bitcoin specifically. But this is one of the first times that we see specifically that the New England Patriots is initializing this proposition for their organization. And then the next one is talking about respect to this CryptoPunk NFT. And this CryptoPunk NFT is like a picture of, I don't know, a funky person with like a beard, and he has like red hair. And the hair color is like bloody red, straight up. And it's sold for 120 Ethereum earlier today. So, again, it's a picture of a person with red hair, with a beard. I don't know what to say, but 120 Ethereum is not a small amount, but it seems like there are some commercialization and some adoptions to it. So something interesting, trivial to know, I guess. And then the next one is on Cointelegraph is talk about a technical analysis that the analyst has been performing and saying that Ethereum hopes with the optimism to hit 5K. And the current level that we at right now is basically just a hair away from the critical support, right? And the critical support, technically, if you look at the chart, is really at the 4,250. And if we break below that level, we have a way down to like 38.5, basically 3,850, right? But they are foreseeing some sort of bullish momentum based on how the setup is right now to 5K. So we should be expecting a rally imminently. But right now it's still in a relatively bearish state, right? So we have form of debt cross, and at the same time we're still overbought. So 5K can be possible, and we try to get there, but like $150 away. So not sure how that will come true based on how the setup is right now. But again, is there analyst? Is there technical speculation? So let's just dive into the technical analysis based on what we know so far. And sorry for being a little lethargic today. I'm just really tired. I'm actually trying to push myself to be doing this video, but I promise you guys to be doing twice a day. So apologies for my lower energy today. It's just been I've had like a long meeting this morning, and I guess my sleep pattern is really catching up to me. Yeah, some people actually detected that I was really tired this morning, and I actually am. I slept well, but I was it's not like a refreshing sleep, if you may, right? I woke up like still kind of tired. It's not like my diet has been off track as well. Maybe I've been hitting the gym a little too hard, working a little too hard, been just heightened a little too long as well. That is catching up to me. So I look forward to taking some time off this weekend. So we'll see. Anyways, with respect to Ethereum right now, we are forming a depth cross. You could see clearly that the MACD lines crossed down from the signal line. We're still at the 62 out of 70. So ideally, wait and cool off a little bit until we get to a next consolidation level, which is technically, again, right, the 4,250. And if we break that, we're going to go to the 3,843, right? But we're going to test the 4,000 first because it's a flat number, right? For Bitcoin right now, it's the same thing. We have a depth cross right now, 57 out of 70. So ideally, selling back down to somewhere around like the 55, somewhere around like the 52, somewhere around like the 47 would just be the next logical level dollar cost average, right? As we deplete back to the 35 or below 35 on RSI scale, right? Right now, we're still kind of leaning more of an upper echelon overbought right now. So not the most ideal, but hold, because holding for a long term is always the best policy based on long-term investing for obvious reasons. So Dogecoin right now is currently leaning over still at a bearish state, right? With the 50 out of 70 crossing downward right now. So ideally wait until we come back down to like the 23 all the way to the 20 cents. Like anywhere from like 23 to 20 cents would be much more logical. Cardano's down about 1% right now, and we are slowly fusing together. So I would say not now. I would probably wait until we cool back down to 193 to 187 from here. Solana right now, we form a def cross, so that means we have some room to fall down to. And ideally, in the first level of consolidation would be 201, but we know that that's not really substantive. The real substantive level is somewhere around like the 157. But I would say, you know, I would not really test your luck because the consolidation level has been more of a downward escalator. The real consolidation level is the 130, right? So 130 to 113 is still the play for us to wait until as we deplete back to a normal level. XRP is down 1.73% right now. Selling back down to the 110 would be much more logical. Basically, bouncing up and down, contemplating we go up to 130, which we got canceled out. Do we stay above 120? We didn't get there. We're below that right now. So we are leaning down towards the 110 at the moment to a more of a consolidated level. Polkadot right now is selling down still, right, with the 50 out of 70. So ideally selling back down to like the 41 as the first level. But I would not touch it until like somewhere around like the 31 to the 25 in a more like consolidated substantive level. Algorand is surging up right now. This is a weird activity that I don't really follow Algorand on the news front, but seems like there's a micro catalyst that's driving this specifically. And this is a weird chart because the technical never detected this bullish momentum. It was actually just kind of flat on a sideways fashion, but we know that this is an outlier at the moment that we're forming. So it's either we go up all the way to the break all-time high to above 250, but it seems like we couldn't really get there, and we got canceled out because of this first red candle here. So I would probably wait off right now and wait until we come back down to somewhere around like the 160 to 152. Shiba Inu right now is at the down 8% as expected because we are still in the bearish states, right? So ideally buy somewhere around like the 2,700 to the 900 would be more respectful. So with respect to the risk management levels, we deplete back to the below of our side of 35. As we deplete back to the preliminary golden cross, these are levels that I would ideally dollar cost average at. So right now it's not the most ideal for you to incur risk or additional risk. So I would just hold and watch the movie, right, and see how it plays out. We might see some volatility during this weekend because of the weekend affectation. There's no holiday this weekend, but we might see something that can be that can trigger some sell-off, right? Because we are still in the bearish state across the market. So something to look out for, right? I think the movie is slowly being played out right now in front of our eyes, and I think eventually, as we get to a more of a risk-averse levels, that's when I would be, obviously incurring risk and start dollar cost averaging more. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated as we go. But really appreciate you for dropping by. I am really tired, and you could probably sense that from my energy today. I am really tired, even though I'm drinking coffee. But like my body's really feel like it's shutting down. I'm like having a tough time just like articulating. But my job is I gotta keep pushing through, obviously, because of my work ethic, I guess, right? But also I'm just super hard on myself that I have to be productive all the time. But that's also like I'm always running on like 125 miles per hour with no like pumping the brakes, if you may, right? So I know it's not healthy, but also am stubborn, right? But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. But really appreciate you, and feel free to give me any questions if you have any specific ones. And stay tuned for the club. Take care. Bye.